Hi friends, my name is Kiran Kumar from Mechanical A. Hi friends, my name is Kiran Kumar from Mechanical A. Now your topic is electric vehicles trend and transition. The electric vehicles nowadays implemented in India, it is high cost. It is simple. It is simply charged and move one place to another place.
In my opinion, electric vehicles is not a trend anymore. It's an transition from petrol and diesel to electrical vehicles. As the environment is changing around us, we need more electrical vehicles on our surroundings to reduce the emission of CO2 and other harmful gases.
Yes, Bhargav. Coming to this topic, like you said previously, the main purpose of these electric vehicles to come under our society is to reduce the pollution and dependence of fossil fuels more. We should awareness of these vehicles mostly. Most of them we are polluted so much. These are very observable in our surroundings and neighborhoods also. So we must concentrate these electric vehicles, and also the government also initiating so much of subsidies, policies, all of them, because they are looking very adorable and effectiveness to our customers. Then they easily buying, and so much of electric vehicles are also sold out.
Yes, Venkatrana, you tell right correctly. Now electric vehicles are very cheap cost nowadays. Charging cost also very low be compared to electric petrol vehicles. That nowadays the people also interesting in electrical vehicles because some problems are in this electric vehicles. The parts are cost very high and not in available in the showrooms. That problem is rising.
Good Ganesh, this is very interesting topic. The electric vehicles versus the petrol vehicles. Electric vehicles, the low consumption, the low cost and cheap to pay. Reduce the pollution, reduce the pollutions. Petrol vehicles is very cost. Uh, one drawback is electric vehicles. Continue with my friend.
Yes, you are saying is right. Nowadays, electrical vehicles is this is a EV revolution. Nowadays, running is a EV revolution. The electrical vehicles are very eco-friendly because zero pollution. Zero pollution. But there is a one problem. That is, there is a use in lithium-ion batteries. So you have the a sunny summer season. There will become burning when within the temperature increasing. That way, this is the more complicated problem. This problem solve after the to increase the sales of the electrical vehicles. And another problem is charging. For example, electrical vehicles give the mileage minimum 65, 70. There is a high range mileage also give them 190. EV vehicles also give them more mileage. But kaapate, but but some situations, the long journey, there is not used to prefer because no charging stations available around the surroundings. So we,
So nowadays, so many people are prefer to electrical vehicles because of uh, petrol engine and diesel engines produce more smokes. This is affected on carbon dioxide and increasing in global warming. And this smoke is affected on health. And but electrical vehicles of initial cost is very high compared to diesel and petrol vehicles. So electrical vehicles of charge cost is very low, and then compared to electrical vehicles, they then compared to petrol vehicles. So continue with my friend.
The generation mostly like electrical vehicles, but We travel small distances. Main problem that is how to charge in roads. Mm. Main problem how to charge in roads. In travel small distance only. In large distance, we problem of electrical vehicles. Continue.
As my friend Ravi told us that lithium is an rare earth metal which is rare to find, and I want to raise another problem in EV because the transition, as I said, that it is a transition. The transition in India is happening in nowadays, so it needs so much exploration by the government to add some charging stations around the India. So it is a problem. Venkatramana, can you say any advantages of EV?
EVs. Uh, there are so many advantages that like everybody knows that prefers mostly pollution free and chargeable, and mostly it consumes most charge for few more hours, like 6 to 7 hours. It can take 60 to 70 miles for that charging only. But also equally they have disadvantages also, but we mostly consume advantages because uh, we should use in our daily life. Because in this way, we can see there are a lot of advantages. Whether I want to tell about that, previously Ganesh said that nowadays so many of the electric vehicles, in summer seasons especially, the parts of the body like batteries, some of the heated parts like that, vehicles are burning and destroying these batteries. Like, actually he raised a correct point. So the whenever the customers has went to the shops or showrooms, they must concentrate on proper developing design models, and they should also be aware with that parts what are they mostly destroying themselves, like mostly in summer seasons only. So I was explored by that Ganesh point. So now my friend will say disadvantages what are held with electric vehicles.
Okay, you are correct. But now but nowadays all the people are taking electric bikes because of it is simply charged and it traveled 70 to 80 kilometers. Mm, but nowadays petrol is more rate of electric bikes. It is electric bikes are no pollutions, etc. What about
Some disadvantages of electrical vehicles are no smoke and no smoke. The initial cost is high, and no travel long distances, and yeah, advantages of electrical vehicles is the no smoke. There is no smoke, and we charge fastly, and low cost of charge.
The EV transition is an good thing, as Elon Musk, Tesla is also looking forward to invest in our India, as we are transitioning from petrol and diesel engines to EV vehicles. So it is a good thing for India and for the surroundings and environment too.
Karan is saying electric vehicles is a very speedily charged. It is wrong, because electrical vehicles should take their charge minimum 5 hours, 6 hours. This is a consume of more time. For example, you have urgent work, but the timing is a consume charge very long. That point, what you have about?
Okay, now conclude this session by saying that these EV vehicles trend or transition. This is our group discussion, whatever we discussed, and prepared to express our ideas, and whatever disadvantages, advantages, lot of things we should be aware of this, and so many of our friends also. So thank you for this. opportunity.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, I am. We are from Team Four. I am Vivankesh, and this is our group, and we are going through a topic: street dogs. Street dogs compassion versus public safety, and we are going to discuss about street dogs. We have in our country, we have millions of street dogs in every city, but it's a good thing having many street dogs, but have some disadvantages also, and these of my friends will continue.
Street dog disadvantages is rabies diseases in India. 36 percentage in rabies diseases, in death percentage 36. Most of the people in death in rabies and other diseases in street dogs.
Street dogs are domestic animals. They born without human and they born without human care. And some areas are street dogs are so dangerous. They come before to bikes and traffic safety, and they shouting at night times. It take
As you said is correct, but street dogs having, we have less safety, this comes under our bikes. But if we are not in our locality, some other people like strangers come to our streets or villages, these street dogs will save us. Sometimes it will be a problem to us, but those street dogs have advantages and take good and do good things for us, as we can feed the street dogs every day. We have more food than we can feed the street dogs, then they can be so helpful to us. That's
Yes, you said this right, but they have also have the problems like no shelter and no food and no locality to roaming, but they have also problems to food and the shelters.
yes, those street dogs are having, does not having any shelter, but we have some of the organizations have like ABC. They have to be, we have in our government have to be improve the organization and make more improvement in that organization, then we can reduce the problems with the street dogs. We have less problems with the street dogs by our behavior. Sometimes it will be a problem to us. With street dogs, we, our behavior hurts us. As rabies, as disadvantages, as rabies, or 18,000 to 20,000 people are dying for rabies every year. Conclude, sir. As I want to conclude that how
Yes, Swanky, now you told bad habit is racist. It recently happened to on kabaddi player. Uh, it is very sad moment to us.
So there, diseases is very dangerous. No medicine in India and other countries also. Death is rabies is coming. Death is confirmed, and more diseases in our street dogs.
Mo- Most of the that's linked to street dog bites. We should vaccinate every year, uh, which are street dogs are which are visible in our daily life.
yes, these street dogs have causes rabies, but we have to be aware of how to be protective from these street dogs, and we have to be provide shelter and feeding them, not taking more pressure to feed them. What we have to feed them, then no problems will be created for the street dogs by those street dogs.
Yeah, Venki, you are saying absolutely right. By giving vaccinations and giving the proper food to the street dogs, we will help them to grow. And by ABC, we can control the street dog population. Uh, and the team members said is right. We are facing problems and we are getting benefits from the street dogs. Now, what I am concluding is, uh, if we give proper vaccination and proper shelter to the street dogs, we can protect ourselves from them, and we can protect them from ourselves. And by giving proper food to their shelters, we can control the bites, dog bites, and we are, what we get, rabies. Thank you.
Yes, as you said, is we have to provide proper stabilizers and vaccination to the street dogs. It will help us to our public safety. And concluding that street dogs are compassion and yes, street dogs, we have a proper vaccinations. Then we have and their population, and we have to control the population of the street dogs by ABC organizations. So these will be helpful to the public safety and citizens.
Yes, you said this right, but we have to raise the voice for the government to provide the good shelter and good food to the street dogs.
Yeah, you are right. But we are the government was killing the street dogs because they don't have proper safety or shelters for the street dogs. Uh, Now we have to protect. We are protesting for that we are not having that shelters. Why we are killing the street dogs?
Yes, no, our government make a act to remove the street dogs, but it's not that much good thing. But those street dogs are not much good, and as I said before, proper vaccination and protections for making the street dogs to public, it will be good. Otherwise, it have to be we have to remove the street dogs from our streets. Otherwise, it's so harmful to us.
Yeah. What about you, Satish?
Street dogs are very dangerous. India is the home of street dogs, killing approximately 20,000 people every year. Municipal authorities take responsible for sheltering, feeding food. It is good thing for
Yeah.
street.
Thank you, Satish. Yeah. Bhargav will continue. What happened? Sudhir.
Uh,
Yes, these are about the street dogs compassion versus public safety. As as we have to consider the both of the compassion and public safety, because street dogs also living organisms in our India. So we have to be so friendly with those, not to be harmful to those dogs. That's thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. As the part of our ESJS course, we are here for group discussion on a topic of AI in our daily life. AI. We all hear this word repeatedly and regularly in our society. AI is nothing but artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is nothing but capability of a computer for giving results or problem solving what the people or human beings need. What is our opinion about this, Mr. Prithvi?
AI is already heard about it. It is uses anyway everyone, and then both cases, advantages and disadvantages.
I think you want to say about it is very useful.
Yes.
I agree with you. Jagdish, could you please tell me what are the uses of AI?
Nowadays AI is increasing so much of benefits in like homemade devices, controlling homemade devices like controlling temperatures or lights, fans. So like that AI is improving that like uh, customer services. That like AI developing nowadays.
Of course, what you said is exactly correct. Is anyone have uses about AI?
AI is both both negative and positive. AI is both negative and positive impacts on our daily life. Like uh, some some companies use more efficient of AI to remove employment. So AI is giving us unemployment.
Sudhir, do you want to tell something? Yes, we have so much of disadvantage from AI. Yes, we using AI in daily life in a better way and in a bad way also. A coin has both phases. Like everything has advantages and disadvantages. Where there is an advantage, also disadvantages also there. Now we discuss about the advantages of AI. It is a quick and 24/7 available process. I think Prithvi want to tell something.
AI is 24/7 availability, and disadvantages of AI. I can AI can animations and high cost.
As Prithvi, you raise correct answer. Uh, AI is 24/7 like answering questioning in chatbots, like answering resolving our questions with nowadays AI is increasing so much of education purposes, hospital purposes, transportation purposes. In that like AI is increasing so much of benefits to us.
Yes, we know another advantage is that if you have any doubt, there is no availability teacher or a sir, then we can ask to AI, it will give answer to us. It is also useful to us. Of course, I agree with you, Sudhir. You tell that availability of teacher or masters is not possible for for every second with us. So AI is useful for problem resolving and doubt clarification.
AI gives us virtual assistants like Siri, Google Assistant, and Meta AI. These are the platforms we are using. What we are asking something, uh, then definitely it will gives more information about that what we are asking. So AI is very helpful to us.
As Lokesh, you said correct point. AI is virtual assistants like Siri, Alexa, OK Google. In that, like quick response to give us uh, answering questions.
Of course, you're telling about virtual activities and virtual availabilities of the AI. They are very useful and they are available on 24 by 7 and they are quick processing programs. I want to tell there is an advantages. We already discussed about the advantages, but there is some disadvantages also there. Actually, initial cost, initial production of the AI is not economical. It is highly cost. What about your justification, Mr. Lakshman?
Yes, AI makes our day works easier. In the transportation, it gives the Google Maps like the correct directions for where we want to go, and guides the drivers to parking areas, helps helps in booking rides like Wala or Uber, like that.
Some disadvantages of AI always give correct input to output to us. Sometimes it gives wrong output also.
One more disadvantage is when we ask one question, there is no any availability of teachers. It will give sometime right answer, otherwise it give wrong answer. Sometimes it give wrong answer. This is also one disadvantage to us. Of course, you said about if I ask 10 questions, not 10 questions, 10 answers are correct given by the AI. Of course, there is some shortage and some limitations also there in everything. I want to talk about Jagdish's opinion. He tell about there are some disadvantages about this. Whenever we using the AI, there are some lot of usage topics, but now everyone is using this AI in a wrong way. They are using this AI for photo editing and photoshopping like that. I think it is very harmful for us.
When we use AI, we use in correct manner, they will give correct output also.
AI replaced the employability. So nowadays we are more more irritated with AI. So it replaces the employability. So most of the employees are irritated with the AI.
I think you telling about in our society there is a lot of competition for employment, but by the developing of AI also we are lacking our employability.
Harsha, what about you?
Mainly AI is used in public sectors, so people use AI. It's very easily to find out the solutions. Mainly in industrial sectors, transportation, AI is the only thing we observe some solutions but on AI.
Dinesh, what about you?
Now all are discuss about some advantages of AI. Now I will tell one point about disadvantages. AI cult or personal data, and it may misuse, and it come leads in our daily life.
As already I discussed about it, this is our fault only. I want to conclude this by AI is a useful thing, but it depends on our usage only. If we use in a right manner, it will help us. If we use in a wrong manner, it definitely harmful for us. So I want to conclude this by use this artificial intelligence in a good manner. Improve yourself by using artificial intelligence. Thank you.